check. Well, Canada One Mining has just leveled up by receiving a 5-year drill permit for their Copper Dome project. And here to climb through all of that with me is Pete Verduzco, President and CEO. Well, welcome, Pete. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Lindsay. Yeah, we're very excited. We just announced 5-year drill permits regarding our Copper Dome project. And for those listeners that aren't familiar with the project, it's located just outside of Princeton, BC, and actually contiguous to the to Hudbay's Copper Mountain Mine, which is in production. So we're pretty excited. We've been waiting for these. We knew we were going to get them. Took a little bit longer than we were hoping, but we're very pleased to have them. And what I've been saying, I guess, the last week or so since the release came out, is that this is a green light for investors in terms of, is there anything that would prevent us from getting to a situation where we're drilling the property and having that discovery hole that we are hopeful that we're going to have. And so, having this in hand takes that mystery away. Now we have 5-year drill permits. We can drill the property. We'll be able to put a number of drills down. And obviously that's a function of, drill financing and operations as we move forward. But with this green light, it really gives us the opportunity now to go hard with the company and give our shareholders and investors, what they're hoping for, which is a discovery hole and that hockey stick return on investment when you're dealing with a early stage project and a junior company like Canada One Mining.
So, how do you think that will influence, the regional exploration synergies or the infrastructure sharing and even that long-term economic viability for the company?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. Being next to Copper Mountain Mine is fantastic in terms of infrastructure. We're just off the highway. There's other companies also exploring in the area. Great companies that are exploring in the area. The Quesnel Trough, which is the district that we are in, and the other companies and deposits, and there's operating mines, and it's a well-known district in BC for being well endowed with copper and gold as well. So our project is obviously copper, but we're looking at gold and silver credits as well. And so, an ability to have good infrastructure, to be able to drill all year round, explore all year round. There's a lot of drill companies and service companies that are in the area. It's very fluid. And ultimately, what does that mean? Like, how does that translate for an investor? It translates that we're able to actually explore relatively low costs compared to if we were out of country or if we're far north and there's no infrastructure and it's difficult to get there. So we should be in a good position to keep our costs down as we explore our project. And if I can add to that, and this is really key, and it doesn't get highlighted enough, given where we are, we actually get tax credit for our exploration, given the area. So for every dollar we spend, we get 30 cents back from the government. And that's really nice, considering if we were in the U.S., we'd be paying a premium on the U.S. dollar. So.
Well, that's a nice kickback for sure. Let's dig a little bit more into the scope of that new drill permit. I mean, what are the key geological, environmental, and regulatory milestones Canada One must achieve to really successfully transition from that exploration to potential development within that BC mining evolving landscape?
Yeah, well, specifically for Copper Dome, for the project, it's had prior drilling, it's had prior exploration. We know that there's copper, there's gold there, and some of the intervals and intercepts in the past in historic drilling have been good, and have merit in terms of, could this be something that could interest, could be of interest, and in terms of a potential something that could get to of size and volume, or something that could interest a mid-tier or another player. So we know that we're in the right spot from what's been done historically. Now our job is to actually fine-tune fine-tune what's been done before, or maybe what was missed or what wasn't thoroughly explored properly. There's some new areas we're looking at. There's some work we did that we're actually going to update the market and update our shareholders and investors in the coming weeks. So there'll be more news coming out regarding that. And the news that we'll be discussing will be specifically the boundary zone. The boundary zone is a new area on the project that hadn't been drilled and very little exploration done. And we believe that this zone here actually should be our flagship zone or a zone of merit, or where we're going to focus our drilling moving forward.
Well, it sounds like some exciting times ahead. So thank you again for joining us.
Great. Thanks for having me. Look forward to being back.
Again, that was Pete Verduzco, President and CEO of Canada One Mining. Their website is CanadaOneMining.com. I'm Lindsay Melchick with Stockhouse Publishing. We'll see you next time.